Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually my third video that I'm doing. The first two I uploaded like 2-3 years ago, but they're horrible now and I really don't like them, so they're on private. So I'm gonna say this is my first YouTube video. So I created this very simple everyday makeup look. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's my everyday makeup look. This is something I do every day. It took me like 30 minutes to do. Just eyebrows, lashes, highlight, a little foundation, concealer, and that's it. It's very simple, very easy to do. It's beginner friendly. I'll list all the products in the description box. Let me know if there's anything that you would like me to do. Details on this hair because I did it. I do my hair a lot, so if you want a tutorial on how I did these faux locks, leave a comment below or just let me know on my social media. My @name on everything is @TiffaniNicoleD. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, here I believe. And yeah, and let's get into the video. So first I'm going to start off with my angle eyeliner brush. I got this from Forever 21. You could use anyone really. And I wet it first and then I squeeze off the excess, and I'm gonna use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color deep brown, dark brown, and I wipe off any excess product inside of the cap. Then I take my, it's not a spoolie, but I'm just gonna call it eyebrow brush, and I comb my hairs in the desired direction that I want my hairs to lay. If it looks like I'm not looking at you guys, it's because I'm not. I'm looking at myself in the camera. And I'm going to be using this compact mirror to do so I can see better. So you're going to start off in the middle of your eyebrow, like right here. You don't want to start off right in the inner corner because you want to have like a faded effect. You're going to line the bottom of your eyebrows, starting from the middle. And do light strokes in the front. Then you're going to do the same thing for the top. So once you line the top and bottom, it'll look like that. Now you want to lightly fill it in. I start from like the tail, fill in all the product. Once you get to the front, you want to do like light flicks going upwards to feather out your brow. Now I don't get my eyebrows done because my eyebrows are already thin as it is, so I use an eyebrow shaver, I don't know what it's really called, and I clean up underneath, up top here and down like here to clean up a little bit. So once you add some product, it should look like this. And you're gonna go back and use this to comb it out. This is what she'll look like. Now I'm gonna add a little more right here. I want my eyebrows to be like, to look kind of natural, so I'm not gonna add too much product so it will look too dark. And like the difference between this brow and this brow. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the other brow. Get a little bit of product, wipe it off in the cap. And start by lining underneath. You guys can't see me, sorry.
I'm fortunate. We got a friendship.
So you never add any more product to your brush because it's going to become too harsh in the front.
If it wasn't for you, I'd be alone.
I like my brows to look a little sculpted, so I'm going to carve out underneath the brow. And I'm going to use Eyebrow Pro Conceal in the color Fawn and a concealer brush from Wet n Wild. No, I lied. From e.l.f. It was only $1. I used to use another one. It's by Coty Cosmetics. It looks like this, but I lost it, so I use this now. Okay, so you're gonna take a little product on the brush, and when you conceal the underneath part of your eyebrows, you don't want to go too light, and you want to, I start from the middle again. It's not really the middle, but like the middle of the front, if it makes sense. So now you just drag the product down because you're gonna blend it out soon. Speaking of blending, I just realized I forgot to dampen my beauty blender. It's not really a beauty blender, it's by Real Techniques. I did a look before this, so that's why they're dirty, but usually I clean them before I do my eyebrow or my makeup. So I have my damp beauty blenders, but mine's by Real Techniques, and with my concealer brush I'm gonna further drag the product down, and use one is damp. This is what it looks like. You can see like a cast, but we'll get rid of that in a moment. It's still there, but I didn't get rid of it yet. So now you're going to take more of the concealer on the concealer brush to carve out the top. Now, it's always been a struggle to make my eyes look, not my eyes, my eyebrows look even, but you know, eyebrows are sisters, not twins, so you're not supposed to look identical all the time. But we're gonna start from the middle of the top, like right here, and carve it out. On fire, baby, can't douse it. You use a light amount of product and you go to the front and you blend it out, drag it up, and use a brush to blend it out again. You see that I have gel for my baby hairs, so that's why I like crust it up right there. And that's one brow. You see the difference? Alright, so now we're gonna do the other one. In case you behind, don't let me remind you the way that I make my move. I think I'm gonna do some foundation. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You want to start with some primer. I'm gonna use one by Black Radiance called the True Complexion Shine Control Primer. I'm gonna use that on my nose, my cheeks, my chin, forehead, other areas, and I'm just gonna spot me. Blend. I have oily skin, so this really mattifies everything. I love it. Alright, so now that we did that, So I went on vacation and I got a tan. I used to be coconut in Maybelline's Fit Me foundation, but now I'm Mocha with a little bit of coconut, so I'm gonna mix both. Mocha first, put some on the back of my hand. Then maybe a little bit of coconut. Oh no. Well, look, I switched the caps because this was definitely Mocha and the other one was definitely coconut. Alright. So I'm gonna mix the two and apply that all over my face. And now, like, it matches my skin so perfect now. I'm like so happy. So that's it for my foundation application. Now I'm gonna use the Eyebrow Pro Concealer in the color Fawn for my highlight. So I'm going to apply that under my eyes. For contour, I'm going to use Eyebrow Pro Concealer in the color Espresso. I'm going to do a light contour, so this one basically almost matches my skin tone, kind of, not really. But yeah, it basically matches it. Squeeze. It's always like the dark ones, or basically all of them, always have like some type of water in it. It's so weird. Okay. For light contour, I like to use this. I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour kit, but I think that's the old one because like it's so dry. It's like not creamy at all. So like now I barely use it because I'm like, I can't even use this thing. It's just so dry. On my forehead and down the side of my nose like this. Yep, just like that. You can't really see my contour, but you know, I'm going for something like today. Now I'm gonna start. I use two separate blenders when I do my highlight and my contour. So I'm gonna start with my chin. I always do the places that don't really have to set as fast, like won't crease that much. So I do my eyes last because I don't want it to crease. So you gotta blend out like that.
One Oak, a Webster, up and down. Paparazzi gon' think that I'm cuffing now. It's casual, I call you up when I'm back in town. We fall out, but she always come back around. Hit Barney's.
Then I'm going to do my nose. I do patting motions. See these little pimples on my forehead? You can't really, yeah, you can see it. So annoying. And now I'll do under my contour. Now we're doing under my eyes. Now if you find that you have a hard time blending out the edges of the concealer, you can use the one you use for your foundation and blend out the edges. The one I use for the foundation, that's what I'm going to use to blend out my contour, so I just go like that just to kind of keep it. Then I blend it up. I'm going to do my forehead. I would blend it into my baby hairs, but I don't really need it. I don't even like doing that because then makeup gets all in my hair and then like all in my baby hairs, and when you do them they just get all cakey, and I don't even like that. I don't really need to blend it up into my baby hairs anyway. But I do a little light tap. I make sure it gets pretty close so, you know, I don't look like I have a mask on or anything. And then don't forget your nose. See, it matches so easily that I almost forgot to do my nose completely. I was never really good at contouring my nose. I mean, I just do it just to do it because I feel like sometimes I could get it right, but it's not it. Okay. Once I do that, I go back with this and I take away any lines that I may have created, creases, and I'm going to use my Coty Airspun translucent powder. You can get this from Walmart, Walgreens. With my damp Real Technique blender, I'm going to dust it off and set under my eyes. And I always take pictures like this on Snapchat because I think I look so cute. I'm like, okay, yes, me. And I'm gonna do around my mouth for my smile lines. I always blow it off because Alyssa Ashley, she said that she does it because she said it's like an even distribution when you blow off the excess. And I believe it because I love her. So with that being done, I mean, you can let it sit for a little bit, but I think this is fine. Then I'm gonna use my Carity Cosmetics brush. These don't have no numbers or anything, but it came like in a set, so I'm gonna use the biggest one to buff out and wipe off the powder, and I go in circular motions to distribute it because you don't want no flashback. And I dust off under the eyes first, and then under the edges I go in circular motions. So now that I'm done with highlighting, I'm going to use another one of my Carity brushes, and I'm going to do my contour, set my contour actually. So I'm going to use the Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette in the shades medium to dark, and I'm going to mix the contour and the sculpt color and tap off the excess. I do that because I feel like the contour color is too dark sometimes for what I want, and I go in a circular motion up to my temple to contour. I lightly go with the sculpt color because it's not that dark, and I go on the side of my nose. Once that's done, that's what you get for the most part. I use any excess product and go underneath my chin. Now, what am I going to do? So, I like the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Crown of My Canopy. So, I'm going to use that and a fan brush. So, I'm going to use that. And apply that on my cheek. I might end up mixing it, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna mix this with Becca Champagne Pop. I'm gonna use a little bit of that because this is like really pigmented, and boy, that will have me gleaming. So I'm gonna use a little bit of that. It's very pigmented. Once that's done, I'm gonna use just Becca on the bridge of my nose because I love a nose highlight. Looking like little Rudolph over here. I can have this shining all day. I'm gonna use just the Becca to do my brow bone highlight. All day. I love brow bone highlight. Just look at that. Okay. And I'm just gonna use it on the bridge of my nose, as so. My Cupid's bow. I'm not really a lipstick kind of person. I really like just clear gloss. I can't find mine right now. It's probably in my bag, but I'll get that in a minute. Now I'm just gonna apply some falsie, but I'm gonna use the Duo Eyelash Adhesive, and I'm gonna add a thin line to that. And I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna add this, some to the next one, and I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Let that sit there. I mean, I might. This is NYX Butter Gloss in the color Madeleine. I like this too if I have a brown if I have a brown liner. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that in the middle. Now I'm gonna take my lashes. I'm the worst. I don't use anything to apply my lashes. I just use my hands, so pardon me if you can't see. More natural look today, so I'm not doing any liner, just lashes. I'm just gonna let that dry. Now this is pretty much it for the look, to be honest. Now I'm gonna use my MasterFix Wear Boosting Setting Spray. I just bought this. I used to use the NYX Matte Setting Spray, but I ran out, and then I was in Walmart. I said, let me try something new, and I ran into this bad boy, and I love it because I was in Miami. When I tell you I was sweating and my makeup still didn't come off, it still did not come off. So